I'm Beth the Builder, and we're in my bathroom. So I'm gonna replace this weird faucet. It's not too weird, there's definitely weirder things in my house. But the handles, one of the handles is on backwards. And also, as hard as I've cleaned it and messed with it, the hot water just doesn't open up all the way. So you just don't get a good, you just don't get good water pressure from it, which is annoying. So I have a new faucet, and we're gonna rip this one out and put a new one in. And I'm not gonna walk you through every single little step of how to do this because there are a bajillion different blogs and whatnot on the internet that you can go and find if you're looking for really comprehensive details. This is mostly like a fun before and after. It's also like, it's mostly, you know, what my videos are about is like, this shit is easy. Like it's getting into this stuff is not rocket science. And like, if you don't ever try, you will never know if you're capable of doing it. So first thing, turn off your water. They should be underneath your sink. If they're not, well, that's a different problem, and don't look at me, okay? So that's the one thing. Get some good wrenches and then just climb underneath your sink. You're gonna have to lay on your back to really see anything. So, and of course, with an old faucet like this that you don't care about, you don't have to worry about preserving every little piece of it, you know, because there's gonna be rust or hard water or calcium or lime deposits that's built up. It's gonna be way harder getting this one out than putting a new one in. Duh. But if you don't care about it, if you're just gonna throw it away, you don't have to worry about like, oh no, I need this little part. You don't. It doesn't matter, okay? You're just gonna throw it away. So this is a relatively easy fix. Of course, everything with plumbing is always a little bit more difficult than you want it to be because of the things I've already mentioned. It's old, it's rusty, it's stuck in place from lime or calcium or hard water deposits. Water, just the way water is, you know, it's just can make things a little bit more difficult and gross, etc. So even though you're like, this should take me like half an hour, it'll probably be an hour if like, just be honest with yourself. So yeah, the things you're probably gonna need are gonna be some good wrenches, a light to see underneath your sink, and I don't know, probably some odds and ends tools like a screwdriver, maybe a hammer, I don't know, just saying. So without further ado, let's do it.
lanes. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
Alrighty, look at here. Boom, new faucet. So satisfying. Am I right? Such an easy fix. And you don't think about a faucet too quickly unless it's like dripping or something. But a lack of water pressure for the hot water had just become kind of annoying. And it was just kind of a gross old faucet. So really easy fix, like beginner. So easy, start to finish with cleanup, because I wanted to clean up all of the hard water and sediment and stuff like that. Probably an hour and a half, not a super long time. But the black rings that secure the faucet underneath to your sink so that you can't just like rip your faucet off. I don't know how you do that. What are you, the Hulk? Those were really caked in sediment. I really had a problem with that. So I did end up using actually a chisel and a hammer to knock the rings loose, like to just unscrew them. It's a pain in the ass. Whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna be a pain, especially if it's old or rusty. And that's where, if you don't care about it, you don't need to preserve it, just get it off, okay? Without damaging any supply lines, your sink, etc. Just get it out of there. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then the other one, I actually ended up using my multi-oscillating tool and to cut through that plastic little ring, because it's just plastic. It's hard plastic, but you can cut through it. So I ended up using that because I don't need to use it again. So obviously with that, using that, you want to be really careful that you're not damaging anything else underneath there. Boy, is it really awkward to film in a bathroom. I'm like in a corner here. It's very awkward. So I'll show you guys right here the wrenches I used. I used a big old pipe wrench that has gripping teeth. I tried just a normal wrench, and that was just slipping because of, yeah, it just was not working exactly. My locking pliers also didn't really work great just because I can't get a good angle on it. So the pipe wrench was really the thing that did the trick for me. Use what you need to. And because you're not a plumber, I'm not a plumber, weird, it's gonna take you longer in general. So, but those are the things I used, and then putting it back together was like easy as pie. So easy. I cleaned it all up, and putting this one in, it took like 5 minutes. Like so easy, which is really satisfying. Like the initial part, getting into it is frustrating and like, why is this so gross and etc. And then you get to putting the new one in and you're like, this is so easy, so satisfying, I love it. So I do, every time I start a plumbing thing, I'm like, I hate plumbing so much. And then I get to the end of it and I was like, so much better for literally under $20 and not even 2 hours of my time. A plumber would easily charge you a couple $100, not including parts, and they're not going to get you a $20 sink. It's going to be $50 to $100 or more. It's just something to bear in mind that this shit is easy. I'm not going to lie, it can be frustrating or gross, but it's easy. Very beginner stuff. That's why I'm not going to walk you through every single step, other than just like, turn your water off. Okay, that's the big one. Because it's just too awkward, and literally you can find so many videos and blogs and stuff like that of just like basic steps. This is just like I promise you can do it. I promise. Okay, I'm 7 months pregnant. I climbed underneath my sink and did it. Okay, so with very simple tools, everyone has a wrench, and things that'll make it go easier is not caring if you fuck up the old faucet. That'll go a long way. because you don't need it, okay? You don't need that old faucet, all right? Just throw it in the trash. I'm gonna be doing some gardening stuff, some more chicken things. So, and those are gonna be more DIY. So be on the lookout for that stuff. I really appreciate you guys like continuing to watch and like and subscribe. I know I can't put stuff out every single week anymore like I used to. I just don't have the time, especially when I have a tiny newborn. I really won't have the time to do that. So I really appreciate everyone who's gotten me to this point. Like over 2,000 subscribers is fucking insane. Like it might seem like so small for people who have millions of subscribers or whatever, but to me it's like, I have a little following. That's so cool. It's kind of just about cultivating, a little group of people who think what you're doing is cool and maybe don't think you're a complete bozo, and find some value in like literally what I'm trying to do here is just like, look, this stuff's not hard. If you can just try, you know, like you'll get pretty far, like farther than if you just sat around and been like, I wish the faucet was different, and then didn't do anything about it. So, and I guarantee this is cheaper than calling a plumber. And plumbers have their place. I have complete and total respect for plumbers and electricians and like professional tile layers, all the people, like genuinely. But I'm not made of money, and I think most people aren't. So it means that sometimes you have to do things yourself. And I think people who would naysay that, I guess I kind of question their motives and stuff. So certain things you don't want to mess with, but I genuinely believe that like there's no reason that you shouldn't be trying some of these things, because you'll get pretty far. Like I promise. Like the internet is a vast place with lots of information, and there's people like me out there just encouraging you to be like, yeah, try that thing, man, do it. So there's no reason, especially when you're not made of money and you can just drop thousands of dollars every time that something seems inconvenient in your home. So, and with, you know, let's just say the dollar is not worth a dollar anymore. It's only worth less and less. So it means you have to work 50% harder to make a dollar versus 50 to 80, 100 years ago. So, and that's only going to increase. So it means like you might have to cultivate some skills for yourself. Like maybe just one skill, okay? Just one. Okay, pick one skill and try that, okay? I'm gonna, replace the doors on my kitchen cabinets. That's like one skill, okay? You just need to like know how to put some simple screws in, do some basic math, okay? I'm gonna learn how to like grow some basic food, some gardenings. I'm gonna keep bees, okay? I'm gonna learn how to keep bees. Just one skill that could be useful in the future, just saying. I don't know, you don't have to listen to me. Anyway, those are my 2 cents about that. So I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Genuinely, it means so much to me. I'll keep doing weird projects as long as I can. And yeah, keep watching, and I'll see you guys on the flippity flip.